Hey, welcome back to this episode of Fitness Live. Take 5. I don't know why I'm echoing, but anyway, I'm not echoing anymore. All right, welcome to Take 5. Partner at Detroit Venture Partners, Gabe Karp, talking about his book, Don't Get Mad at Penguins, and other ways to detox the conflict in your life and business. Gabe, it's great to talk with you, talk about conflict. One of the things I always see as a business coach is the idea of people feeling heard, and that being something that is, especially when it revolves around conflict, whether you're the person who's, dealing and leading through the contact, or the person who is, having to talk about the conflict you're going through. So how do you address that? What's the process?
Yeah. I would say it's good to think about it in terms of the order of operations. Like before you got to ninth grade, you probably mathematical order of operations. Like you can't do, and I'm bad at math, so this is not going to be a good refresher. But the idea is like you can't do the stuff outside the parentheses before you do the stuff inside the parentheses. You can't do the subtraction before the division. So same thing. If you want, like, you have a conflict with somebody, they feel strongly about needing something, and you feel equally strongly about needing something else. The only way to resolve that conflict is to follow the proper order of operations. You have to understand what the other person's issue is and why they have that issue. And you need to communicate your understanding to them before you can start working on a resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this: imagine let's say Bill is in a conflict with someone else, and he feels very strongly about something and he wants to resolve it. Well, his first step, he's not going to move forward toward a resolution until he's convinced that the person he's dealing with understands what his issue is and why he has that issue.
Yeah.
Because he may not consciously think this to himself, but subconsciously he's thinking, well, yeah, this person doesn't understand why I need what I need or what I even need. So I'm not about to work on a solution because it won't take that into account. So, that's one way to start. And put yourself on the other side of that conflict. The sooner you can communicate to him that you understand what he needs, the sooner both of you can work on a resolution, and the more energy you'll have between you to do it.
I think I love what you talk about as far as putting yourself in the other person's shoes, right? It's one of my favorite Coveyisms is seek first to understand before being understood. And to me, if you're leading through conflict resolution, what I have found through leading people, reading books, having coaches, etc., is, the importance of, you're kind of a detective and you're just trying to uncover and listen to people and just find out kind of what is going on. But you said something I want to dive into a little bit. They may not consciously know it, but subconsciously know it. And so for the person who is, leading through the person who's leading the person through conflict, what are the cues that you have to pay attention to make sure that you're hitting the subconscious as well as the conscious?
Well, yeah, I think the key is the other person has to feel heard. That's just going to advance. That's going to make everything better. When the other person feels that they have a voice and their voice has been received by someone else. So that's whether it's conscious or subconscious, you got to hit that step. So I think there are times when and you probably can relate to this, like you're trying to explain something to somebody and you're kind of fumbling through your words and fumbling through an explanation. And all of a sudden the person you're talking to says, "Oh, do you mean?" And then whatever they say, like, perfectly encapsulates what you're thinking. Yeah. And you're like, yes, exactly. Like, this person gets me. Okay. Yeah. That's the moment you want to create for the other person. What I try to do, you said it best. You're like, curiosity, if I feel strongly about something, if I have a strong opinion, I just want to be curious about what the other person thinks and feels first.
Right. Yeah.
Because if I go in headstrong and say, I don't care what the other person thinks, I just want to make them understand what I think.
Correct.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Right. Yeah. You're not checking off a box and you go in headstrong. You're not resolving conflict. You're just creating more conflict.
Yeah. I would say for people who are like, kind of need to win all the time, you can be curious for selfish reasons. if you adopt the mindset of, you know what, I'll bet that my position has weaknesses I don't see.
Yeah.
And I'll bet the other person I'm talking to has a position that has strengths that I'm not appreciating. So I view this person as a resource to me where I can learn. And then that mindset will make you ask and talk and say all the right things without even trying to, because you're going to try to learn, and the other person's going to, no matter what your personality is like, the other person's going to realize, okay, this guy is trying to at least understand what I'm saying.
I love it. Gabe, show everybody the book and tell them where they can buy it.
Don't Get Mad at Penguins. This is it. Worked on that cover for a while. Good looking cover. Yeah, great. It's a real book. It's got like words in it and everything.
Good.
Yeah, and you can buy it anywhere books are sold.
All right, I love it. Think Community, check it out. Check it out on Amazon.com. Don't Get Mad at Penguins by Gabe Karp. Gabe, thanks, man. We will continue this with some additional talks. I appreciate you being on the show. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.